ladies and gentlemen, we are at the semifinals for the Mixed Match Challenge. And kind of interesting this week because Charlotte Flair apparently is out with an injury. And that really worries me because she is 12 days out from WrestleMania in her match against Asuka. So I hope she's not injured so much that she can't wrestle at WrestleMania, because that was a match I think a lot of people were looking forward to. Two absolutely amazing women in the ring. But we know the second chance vote went to Sasha Banks and Finn Balor. So now it's going to be Bobby Roode and whoever they replace Charlotte Flair with. So that is our setup. So let's take a look at this. And as always, because of copyright, when the music hits, I gotta mute it. Let's see what we got.
Welcome to the Mixed Match Challenge, and we have breaking news tonight. Charlotte Flair has not been medically cleared to compete, which means her partner, the glorious Bobby Roode, must find a temporary replacement to take on the fans vote, second chance fans vote winners of Sasha Banks and Finn Balor in the semifinals tonight. So who will be Charlotte's temporary replacement? One of these three superstars. The winner is, who joins Bobby Roode tonight? It is Becky Lynch.
Okay, so it'll be Becky Lynch replacing Charlotte. Good.
In the semifinals of Mixed Match Challenge.
Because the choices were Carmella, Lana, and Becky Lynch. And if somebody chose Carmella or Lana over Becky, they need to reevaluate their life.
The following is a semifinal contest of the Mixed Match Challenge. And hello again, everybody. Michael Cole.
I really like Becky, man. She came in as part of the Four Horsewomen.
Finds herself in a match tonight alongside Bobby
Really elevated the women's division to actual wrestling. She's a very good technical wrestler.
And Corey, a lot at stake tonight because the winning team goes to the finals against Miz and Asuka next week. Can't believe this incredible tournament's almost reached its climax. One of these two teams will face Asuka and the Miz in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Kind of cut the music a little bit. Get away with a few seconds, but they won't let you play it in its entirety. I think it's really cool how there's been this influx in the last couple of years of wrestlers they brought over from TNA, because for a while they wouldn't touch anybody from TNA. And Bobby Roode, being one of the top guys in TNA, held the world title there, comes over. He's over 40 years old now. And he's doing a great job. They had him with the U.S. title for a while. I do worry about his longevity because he is over 40. And let's face it, this is a young man's game. You know, I do worry about what they're going to do with him knowing that. I mean, they might get another good 5-10 years out of him, and that's pushing it. So, very interesting to see what they're going to do with Roode. He looks like he's enjoying himself, though, when he comes in there. He's having a lot of fun. And let's all take a moment to applaud Becky Lynch for getting a new wardrobe that actually shows her ass off. So we got Banks coming out now. Sasha Banks, man, she is... I mean, other than Charlotte Flair, probably the best all around in that ring in the women's division. She does a lot of really good high-flying moves. She's very acrobatic. She's very good technically. She can mix it up on the mat. I mean, just a very versatile women's wrestler. You can tell that she has fought her ass off to get to where she is and trained incredibly hard. And it really shows in the ring. Like, she is phenomenal. Finn Balor. Jesus, man. I mean, every once in a while, you get this guy that comes along that just really sets the tone for what wrestling should be, and I think Finn Balor's one of those guys. when he first came in, he mixed it up a little bit more. He's kind of gone the way of doing a lot more kicking than maybe he should. He kind of becomes one-dimensional at some point. But the guy has the talent. I mean, it's certainly there. Just an amazing performer. And with his demon gimmick, you know, he's got something that could be very long-lasting. He could, I've always said that I think the demon entrance really rivals the Undertaker's entrance as far as pomp and circumstance. Just very, very theatrical with it. And I think that they needed Finn Balor. Like, WWE needed Finn Balor as somebody that could, you know, take the place of the Undertaker as far as having this dynamic entrance, having this very cool stage presence. I do criticize the fact that he doesn't use it nearly enough. I think the little biker jacket gimmick that he doesn't really sell nearly as well as the demon gimmick. So, the team of Balor and Banks, you can't really go wrong. Honestly, Becky Lynch and Bobby Roode can't go wrong either. I'm not sure, there's something floating there. I have to recycle my water. Yeah, it's funny because when Becky Lynch first came in, she wore whatever the hell that was. It was very unflattering for her body. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get this volume back on. And we're starting out with a tie-up. Bobby Roode and Finn Balor.
Charlotte Flair on his mind. We've seen chemistry second to none in the past few weeks. I know you don't want to deny it, but in the back of Bobby's mind, he's thinking about the Queen. And how ironic is that the Queen's supposed best friend swooped in here to try to break that up?
Corey, she didn't swoop in. She actually won a vote from the WWE.
And let me say, for a guy in his 40s, Bobby Roode is ripped. Like, that dude still has an 8-pack.
I'm not creating any romance, man. I'm just here to call it like I see it. I'm a broadcast journalist.
That's debatable at times.
Balor and Bobby Roode in a stalemate here in the early goings of Mixed Match Challenge.
Yeah, Roode looks amazing.
Left to team again with his partner Charlotte. He's going to have to win tonight to get to the finals next week against Miz and Asuka. Too sweet for Finn Balor, who has a triple threat match with Miz and Seth Rollins in WrestleMania.
Little play on their
The Intercontinental Championship.
individual sticks there.
Looks like Sasha and Becky are looking for an opportunity.
So we got the tag.
Another opportunity now.
In comes Sasha and Becky.
Monday Night Raw last night, Corey. Sasha and Bayley, their friendship imploding.
I've been calling it for weeks. I'm basically a soothsayer. I can't say the word, but I know what it is. I can see into the future.
Oh, nice.
Rolls up Banks.
Sasha was going to jump over Becky, and Becky grabs her legs and slapjacks her mid-move, and then bridges out of a pin.
Force her way out of it.
Lynch's.
There's so much history between
She's
Sasha
solid.
Banks and Becky Lynch. These are two of the 4 horsewomen in WWE. I mean, they were the first 2 competitors in the Women's Royal Rumble. They've done so much together. They know each other's styles so well.
This is actually really good back and forths right now.
Another one to Sasha Banks.
Trading hip tosses and Hurricane Ranas.
Both former women's champions. And
Some low shots about the 4 horsewomen.
Becky obviously not pleased with Sasha Banks did to Bayley last night on Monday Night Raw. Here we go.
Becky's a little wider than we gave her credit for. Refusing to shake Sasha's hand. Because you know that's just one step closer to Banks stabbing you in the back.
Tag, Balor legal, which means Roode.
So the girls are just like hammering each other, and Balor tags himself in.
WrestleMania, as is Bobby Roode. Deep arm drag by Balor.
Both of these competitors can ill afford any kind of loss on the road to WrestleMania. both with title opportunities.
Honestly, all really good so far in this match.
This is one of those matchups.
It's a really good matchup.
That would be considered a dream matchup for many in the sports entertainment world.
Absolutely.
And add to that the pressure cooker of WrestleMania. Everybody's on their game. Everybody's
Finn Balor and Bobby Roode is a little bit better matchup than I thought it was going to be.
Able to counter momentarily, roll the roof. Oh, and a roll through. Balor with the basement dropkick cover. Now on
I love Balor's basement dropkick too. That's really just a good looking move.
Sasha and Bayley are two of the best performers of their generation and two of the best trash talkers.
I'd absolutely have to agree with Kurt Angle. The four horsewomen have been changing.
I've noticed it hasn't been as fluid lately, and I think that's because he's trying to measure the hit a little bit.
Again on Balor, hook for the leg and a kick out. Remember, so much on the line in this matchup. Winning team goes to the finals.
Because that's one of those moves, I mean, it's pretty easy to really kick someone in the face.
$1,000 on the line for the charity of their choice.
You gotta think about what a victory would mean to each and every single one of these competitors going into WrestleMania.
Here we go, Roode, cover, almost had it.
Everyone's looking for attention to be on them.
It's funny because Roode, while ripped, isn't necessarily one of the bigger guys. And he definitely looks bigger compared to Finn Balor.
And a long road throughout the past couple of months to get to this point. And
Finn Balor's cut to the bone, but he's thin.
with a second chance. They don't want to give that opportunity up.
And look how close Balor is to tagging in Banks, but Roode hanging on for dear life.
Bobby with a great job preventing Finn from making a tag.
Bobby's such an amazing tactician. He just brings so much technical game.
Oh, what a
Oh,
kick
nice.
in the face.
Good trade of kicks there between Roode and Balor. I know sometimes Balor goes once too many times with the kick, but that was pretty cool. Roode threw Balor into the ropes and then kicked him in the face off the ropes, and then Balor hit him with a Pele.
Comes Finn.
Where's the advantage gonna go to?
Tag made. Sasha, Becky, now legal. And the boss taking it to straight fire Becky Lynch. Nice drop kick by Sasha. Both these women will participate in the first ever women's battle royal at WrestleMania. Oh, gonna make history yet again.
Becky Lynch with those European uppercuts.
Banks gets the boots on.
Oh, and the double knees. The Meteora from Sasha. And a kick out at two.
You're the voice of a new generation, Cole. I know. I love when you call that move. Banks almost walked away with a victory, but Becky Lynch fights on.
You can see the frustration on Sasha Banks' face.
Cole, the voice of a new generation.
In the finals next week.
Sasha Banks loves any sort of spotlight, Beth. You know that.
She wants to make history, Graves. Let's not
She
mistake.
wants everybody to talk about her and her only all the time.
Sasha into the corner. And Becky fouls it up. And Becky with an exploder. Sasha's in trouble.
Becky's great with them exploder suplexes.
I guarantee you, Charlotte is cheering Becky on tonight. Here's the cover
opportunity.
to advance to the finals and a kick at it too.
I bet you Charlotte's watching this like a hawk, making sure Becky doesn't make any moves on Bobby Roode.
Hey, I want to emphasize, Corey, temporary replacement is Becky Lynch tonight.
Oh, you mean to tell me you've never been dating someone and went on one other date and you ended up leaving the first one for the second one?
I've been married so long, I don't remember
Whoa,
what date it
Graves.
is.
You're incredulous. Where are you getting all this dating business?
Experience, man.
Here we go, roll up, shoulders down. Sasha almost had her.
I've always said, man, ever since Corey Graves got here, he's the best thing on commentary.
Look at Becky Lynch.
Oh, man. Big time kick from Lynch.
Sasha making a smart move here, heading to the outside.
Oh, knee right across the bridge of the nose.
And now Sasha heading up to the top rope. Becky meets her there.
Not somewhere Sasha Banks wants to be. Precarious position.
Again, these superstars know each other so well.
Yeah, honestly, like, the girls are putting on a better part of this match than the guys are.
More competition.
Oh, superplex! And I want to mention
Really good spots in the corner and then a superplex.
That she voted for Becky to be her temporary replacement tonight, and she'll definitely be back next week if Becky and Bobby pull off the win tonight.
Sometimes love's a scary thing. Maybe Charlotte just doesn't want to get involved too deeply in anything. Here comes Finn. Here comes Bobby.
And Balor and Roode are legal.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh.
Double stop.
Finn Balor's stomp is rough looking.
Knife edge chops.
Right to the face. Balor caught him. Step up Enziguri.
Right on the ear of Bobby Roode.
That Enziguri with Roode on the top rope is impressive.
Oh, got him. Is that enough? Here's the cover. To advance. Becky Lynch saving the matchup.
Becky Lynch has a long history with Finn Balor as well. He actually trained her. She knows his style more than anyone else.
And now Finn went for the sling blade, countered by Roode. Bobby kicked her and touched it. Looking for the glorious DDT.
A lot of quick exchanges with Balor and Roode.
Boots to the face. Now Roode. Blockbuster.
That could be
Blockbuster from
To
Roode.
advance to the finals and a kick out by Finn Balor. High stakes, high pressure in the semifinals of Mixed Match Challenge.
How evenly matched are these two incredible competitors?
This is incredible.
It really is a good paced match. It keeps the action going. It's very entertaining.
Fired
It's
up.
the
I
semifinals.
had Raw, I had SmackDown Live, now I got Mixed Match Challenge.
And Balor roll through, kick out by Roode.
I've been on 11 for 3 days.
Sling blade. And Balor has Bobby Roode where he wants him. Driving Bobby into the corner. And Balor,
Thinking about coup de grace.
yeah, but Sasha wants to pick up the win.
Of course she does. It's all about Banks all the time.
And Becky comes into the matchup. Oh, the meteor up on the top rope for Sasha Banks. Is it enough to put Becky away?
Oh,
What is this? Why?
Sasha had the situation scouted.
Oh, Sasha's looking.
Sasha's going to a
And Sasha
Suicina on Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode. It's boss time.
That's wholly unnecessary.
Sounds like Pittsburgh's reckoning, Graves.
They get confused sometimes.
Yeah, but remember, as Finn Balor goes after Bobby Roode, Sasha's got to get back into the ring to take out Becky Lynch.
She's too busy outside trying to create memes with Finn Balor.
They're the two legal superstars in this match. Sasha.
Very cool match.
Becky, shoulders down. Becky
Oh.
Becky and Roode to the
Sasha Banks was coming back in from the Suicina on Bobby Roode, and Becky Lynch rolls her up for the win. So next week, Charlotte's supposed to be back with Bobby Roode going up against Asuka and The Miz in the final. That was really honestly an entertaining match. Probably the best one since the very first one with Banks and Balor. And they were up against Nakamura, and I forget who his tag team partner was. But I remember that match was really good. Becky Lynch and Sasha really sold it though. Like honestly, they were 80% of that matchup. So that's cool. Next week promises to be really good. And the funny thing about it is it kind of has WrestleMania implications because next week you're pitting Charlotte versus Asuka. So you're almost guaranteed that Asuka's going to pin Charlotte. You know they're not going to break Asuka's streak over the Mixed Match Challenge. And that's going to directly run into the storyline for WrestleMania. So I think I mean, they better do it like that. They'd be retarded not to. Very, very, very cool. Kurt Angle's music is hitting. Let's see what's going on here.
It's been a very chaotic yet exciting night for the Mixed Match Challenge. Charlotte Flair goes down with an injury, but the WWE Universe picks Becky Lynch as her
Becky Lynch.
her temporary replacement. Now the finals are next week, and what that consists of is, for Monday Night Raw, it's going to be The Miz and Asuka versus, for SmackDown, Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair. But the real winners are the charities, because whoever wins next week, their charity will receive $100,000. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Okay, so they're just going over the, stakes, of course. So, really good match this week. I'm really glad I started watching this, because when they did the European Challenge and the Cruiserweight, even the women's tournament, there was a lot of faces nobody was really familiar with, and I think this adds a little bit more to it, since it's something that the WWE fans are, already attached to, and it makes there a little bit more of a vested interest. And quite frankly, it made it more entertaining, because some of them are the real professionals of the business that really just know how to make things work, like Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman. Their chemistry together was just phenomenal. So yeah, if you guys saw this, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like the reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz. Cage Nation out.